What's up, everybody? Just been downloading this update. I was waiting for it to finish downloading to go live, but I can't wait any longer. 'Cause the longer I wait, the later it gets, man. It's taking a little while. Let me get a tweet out while we wait. Gerst at Marvel Champions. You guys never disappoint when it comes to the loading screens. Looks awesome. Bring us! I am now no. Okay. Tweet. And alright, cool. Finally made it through. It seemed like it was kind of stuck on that screen for a little bit, but we in. What up, people? How you guys doing? You guys ready to get some grind on? That first comment I see in the chat is 1555. 1555 indeed. Snake Plissken, first one here, followed by Junior. We got Rel, sup. See Pixie Bell in the chat, sup. Cutoffs. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Kind of forgot for a second what I was doing. Take care of that real quick. Exit out of that real quick. Alright. Cool, man. Let's do this thing, shall we? So I don't want to waste any time today. I want to hop straight into... Actually, before I hop straight into the arena, I need to take care of this real quick. I gotta sell 1 of those and 5 of those. Okay. Cool. Really only 4, but that's alright. I'll sell 5. You ever heard the story about Updog? Glory, what's up, dog? And yeah, I've heard the story about Updog. I was just curious, what's up? Oh no, you know what? I need to also... Hold on, I forgot. I probably need to grab this stuff. Oh yeah, let's grab that. Cool. I never checked to see if I hit all the level up event stuff. I did, good. So, I took Phoenix up. Nothing much, it's up with you. I'll tell you, I took Phoenix up. She's now my highest rated champion. Look at that. She's almost 16k, and she's not done there. She's only Sig 120. Crazy stuff. Hashtag remember DAP. Is that a reference to Prestige? What's up, DAP and DAP Raiders? The fudge is up, Bry Guy. What up, J Divine? Hey, can you super downplay the new Black Widow so I can have a chance in Arena? Well, I've heard that she's not good. I don't know. Initially I heard she was good, and then I heard she's not good. I don't know what the deal is. So, I don't even know how to downplay it or what. What's up, Art Chaos? But yeah, Phoenix, she is my next rank. She's my newest rank 5. I just noticed she, like... Her character is centered around that one leg. Like, her one leg doesn't move when you spin her around. If you look at the position of her foot, it moves a little, I suppose, but barely. The rest of her just spins around it. Anyway, little details, right? Anyway, I'm not making a video. That's why I'm talking about it now. Well, I sort of am making a video, but it's a different type of video. It's not like a rank up video. So yeah, but there is like a Phoenix sort. That's not really a Phoenix video. I'm gonna make a video talking all about Prestige and everything like that. But I mean, I'm not gonna do any Phoenix gameplay. That's essentially the start of the video. Hey, I'm ranking up Phoenix, but because this champion sucks and is only for Prestige, there will be no Phoenix gameplay. Let's talk about Prestige. Something like that, you know. Prestige, so you'll talk about me? Well, I don't know if I'll talk about you, Dreamin'. I mean, you don't even have a gold pool. I mean, I guess I'll talk about how you used to be the top when you're dethroned. Anywho, I also don't think I bought a potion today, did I? I did not. Pick one of those up. Sweet. Okay. Arena. Let's do it. I've been first for a good bit now. I know. You actually have been first for a good bit now. See, you still didn't notice Dap's raid? That's not true. I did notice Dap's raid. Maybe I just noticed before you guys got here. Before the full raid got here. Alliance is back up to 30 or 30 today. Star, awesome. It's good news. Alright, we're going to run these 5s, but we need to start with the low 5s first, of course. Incinerates she can build up, though. Of the useless champs, I think she's one of the best or more underrated. Yes, I will agree. I do like her over someone like Fraggle Rock. And I am finally going to take some time to learn how she works with the Emma synergy at some point here. Now that I have her rank 5 and all that, so I don't think she's good. I will probably never think she's good, but by the way, dude, I love the startup screen, the loading screen. It all looks really cool. And about what's her face? About Claire. So I saw Legacy posted a video. Shark sending over 2 saying, liar, you didn't notice. That's not true. If you go back, if you rewind the tape here, I definitely noticed. Shark, thank you very much for the 2, though. But about Claire, I saw that Legacy posted a video, and I clicked on the video, and I kind of skimmed it, knowing that I didn't have a whole lot of time, and I need to go back and rewatch it again without just skimming through. Slap. But I kind of just wanted to see a little bit of her in action, and let me just say, her animations, I'm in love with them. I really like her animations. They're super cool, man. God, the freaking animation team kills it. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, just talking smack, I figured. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, though, then yeah, Legacy, and not just Legacy, some of the other content creators, they have Claire for testing purposes, and some of them have made some content and released that content and all that. But I really like her animations. So I got to look into her more. I said previously that I absolutely would not be going for her or any new 5-star champion, and well, then I went back and said there's a 1% chance, and I guess there's still a 1% chance, but it's a low chance, man. It's a low chance. Very, very, very low chance. I just realized I was so thirsty. Oh my goodness. Claire arena cutoffs for the 4-star. The 4-stars are pretty consistent with going about 11 to 12-ish. So, you know, go higher to be safe. Is Star-Lord still the best to use for a Labyrinth run? I want to do my first path soon. Star-Lord is still great for Labyrinth, but no, I would say he's not the best. Aegon is amazing. A lot of people would consider him to be the best, and he could very well be the best. There are some other options that will get you through very cheaply as well. Maybe not as fast as Aegon, or in some cases almost as fast. So, I mean, you know, these days, I wouldn't be so concerned with having the best for Labyrinth. Just get somebody that's good. And Star-Lord is good. ABG got to uncollected yesterday. Congratulations. Oh, Ramon, dude, you're the person. You're the person that I missed your super chat that one day, or what you sent through Streamlabs. I tried to shout you out in the next video. I'm not sure if you ever saw that. I'm so sorry though. Now that I know you're for sure that you're in here to hear this, I'm so sorry that I missed it on that day. But I tweeted and then called it out a few times in the next stream. What BG you in? I'm in BG1 because we're number 1. Actually, that number doesn't matter, but I am in BG1. Or wait, the remnants of 3, unless they. Oh wait. Oh, you're talking to Star. Got it. BG, how do you have the new loading screen? I just downloaded the update. Apparently it came out earlier today. What's up, Kanga Janga? I'm in love with her clairvoyant BG has also said that to Medusa, Gwenpool, and Black Widow in the past. And Venom the Duck, and some other characters, alright? They're not all females, Fitz. If that's what you're getting at. Is it me, or does BG sound like Jake Peralta? I gotta say, I'm not entirely sure who that is. The name sounds familiar, but I don't know who that is. BG1 confirmed best BG, so I'm talking about Nick. I mean, we did have the lowest deaths last season. Hey BG, what's up, Mike? For the itemless runs, have you thought about doing the final quest before the Mordo one? Seems the last quest would be easier for itemless, no global node, and no strength in numbers to play around. I have thought about it. Just have to save no issue to last. So I have thought about it, and I still think about it. It's not even one of those things that's like totally decided exactly what I'm gonna do. I go back and forth all the time, because here's the thing. It would be nice just to make some more progress, and I feel like I could knock out one or more of the paths in the final quest, and that would be an easier time than knocking out these gated paths in the 5th quest. And it's nice just to keep picking off paths. But at the same time, I'm used to this global. I've been fighting this 5th quest global for a while now, and I've gotten used to it, and I'm close. I'm close on basically all 3 paths to being able to finish it. I just need a little bit of a better run, a little bit of tweaks to my strategy here and there, and then I could take them out. If I felt like I wasn't even close, then I think I'd be more inclined just to skip ahead, but I feel like I'm close, and I want to just get it, you know? And I want to be done with that quest. I want to say, hey, that's the final global node taken out. From here on, it's just me versus me versus the champion, basically. I think that'd be cool. And then I could also give myself the Mystic Dispersion setup, and just leave the Mystic Dispersion setup for a while in my Masteries or something. Peanuts sent it over 450. Thank you very much, saying for the 45-minute Red Skull fight, hashtag perseverance. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'll update the D in just a sec. That was a very long fight. Man. Super freaking long fight. We got him down, though. Got him down. Like, seriously, all these fights are so long that it's just difficult to get in like a good number of attempts, you know? That's one of the problems, is like I really didn't even burn that many energy refills, which I guess is a good thing, but at the same time, I just need to like be a little bit faster with it, a little bit more rapid with the resets and trying again and stuff. Did you ever take down a Red Skull already? You had to leave about 40 minutes in. Yeah, Nick. You got him down in 45. 55 hits in total. It was easy. Yeah, super easy, quick fight. BJ Mid-Year Alliance. Carl! Are you that Carl? Very excited to learn from you guys. I'll try not to die. Dude, Carl, welcome. I didn't get a chance to really welcome the new people. But welcome. Good to have you. 1,500 hits to not even complete the path? Yeah, I know. I mean, it was 1,500 hits knowing full well that my Medusa was already dead, and the run technically was not over at that point, but the integrity of the run was severely compromised at that point. Brian, I'm descending into madness, and it feels great down here. Yuck. Wow, dude. Brian, word equals plover? Plover? Plover. I'm going with plover. Plover. I hardly knew her. No, what is plover? Oh, goodness. Plover. What in the world? Damn it, these words, oh, man. This is a bird, isn't it? It hasn't been a bird in a while, and I feel like plover is a bird. And I'm serious. I just have that feeling. Plover is a bird that thrives in open areas, open fields, deserted air. No. Birds don't like that. They're like trees and stuff, right? It's not a bird. No, it can't be a bird. Plover. Plover is an adjective. Someone feeling a great discontent with the current situation that they are in. Most likely because they can't figure out what the hell plover means. That's my actual answer, except the final part of that. But other than that, that's my actual answer. I'm thinking maybe it's something like the opposite of love, which doesn't make any sense. But love is in the word, sort of. Or maybe it's plover is power lover. Power lover. It's when you love with power. Or plover, someone who ploves. What is love, BG? Omar. Don't hurt me. No more. I read an entire fanfiction written by someone who did not speak English as a first or second language. English was this writer's third language, and its brokenness didn't even bother me. Alright. Good stuff. Literally, I zoned out and you restarted the path when I looked up and you were still playing Red Skull. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you're not alone in that, Falstaff. Oh, he's back to Red Skull again. Don't hurt yourself, BG, every day, Pixie. Vocabulary class of BG. Oh, wait, we got the definition. Plover, noun, a short-billed, gregarious wading bird. I freaking knew it. I should have trusted my instincts. Typically found by water, but sometimes frequenting grassland, tundra, and mountains. Damn it, Brian, you literally basically had it on first guess. Oh my god. I don't know what to say right now. I actually pretty much had it. It's always a bird. Damn it. What's up, Dicer? What's up, Royal? BG is a completely different person on stream. Am I? I mean, I talk a bit more. Off stream, I don't talk a whole lot. But other than that, pretty much the same. Brian always guesses birds. That's because they always are birds. It's the secret. I'm capable of running grammar and spell check on the go, and do without even realizing this sometimes. I've adapted to consuming poorly written poop. I mean, I think we all have. I mean, to some degree at least, you know. Maybe not written stuff so much, but, like, you know, you talk to somebody or something like that, and it's clear they're not, you know, English isn't their first language, and it's fine, you know. You can still basically understand what they're saying. You don't really need to know all the words. They don't need to know all the words. You can figure it out. Eric Shen sent out $5 saying, BG, of all the people that I stream at night, you are my wife's favorite because you are so nice and she likes it when your wife trolls you in chat. Yes. Another one who basically watches the stream because of my wife. Welcome to the club. But Eric, dude, thank you so much for the 5. Really appreciate it. Shout out to Mrs. Shen. Thank you both. I appreciate it. I'm honored to be a favorite. Yo, BG, what are your thoughts on Mephisto? I think he's cool, but hard to use. Not because he's hard to use, but because he feels a little bit underpowered. I think Laura, by the way, I think Laura is already asleep for the night. So there'll be no trolling tonight. There'll be no Lola spottings. It's all me tonight. I was just watching a video of most embarrassing moments caught on TV talk shows, then autoplay cut to this stream live. Never had that happen before. That's interesting. Does that mean I'm also listed under most embarrassing moments caught on TV according to YouTube? I mean, I've had a few, but I don't know about most embarrassing. Yeah, I throw birds in to mess with them, or did cat breeds because Laura asked once. I was thinking about cats, and I actually almost went with some sort of cat. But I figured, it's probably not a cat. Question, has anyone tried AA against the champion in 6? 6-2, does the node have ability modification, or is it possible his neuros can shut off the last part? No, I don't think they can. I don't think that could be shut off at all. Although I'm not entirely sure if anyone has tried him in that fight. That's why I started watching the stream regularly, because of Mama. Yeah, lots of people have. BG, if you think it's no big deal and you can still understand it, you clearly have not ever been in the 4-wave chat. Literally gives me a real-life headache sometimes. Wait. Oh, the the second language thing. Oh man. Brian, time to start on fanfiction number 40. Oh my God, Demiak, really? Number 40? Might write my own one of these, one of these days. By that time, it may be corrupted beyond recognition. Demiak, man, you should go for it. Why not, dude? Take control of the characters. Make your own. Black Seraphim sending over $2 asking yes or no. Oh, that is a hard no. I hate to say no. Normally I'd like to say yes, but I've seen some of your other questions, and in this case, I'm just imagining what the question may be. And I'm gonna have to say no, just in case it involves parental testing and or skunks, or other things. But Black Stanford, thank you very much for the 2. I appreciate it as always, dude. Please help me, BG. Who should be my next rank 2 6-star? Domino, Massacre, Corvus, Proxima, Night Thrasher, Sabretooth, Thing, Aegon, or Gulk? That's a lot of options, man. That's a lot of options. Are you able to narrow it down at all? Like, what are your goals in the game currently? Which champions do you already have ranked up? Which champions are you gravitating towards? Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 champions to choose from, and we're talking about a 6-star here. So I know you're familiar with the game. I know you can at least narrow that down a little bit. Yeah, why am I even subbed? I want puppy time, Shark. I'm sorry, man. There's no puppy time tonight. They're both sleeping. And wait, are you the person? Actually, are you the same person that we've? I think we may have. Are you the same person? There's someone that has asked a couple of times about rank ups, like 6 stars and stuff like that, and given a lot of options. Are you that same person, or are you someone else? I cannot remember the name, because it was a couple weeks ago, I think. But basically, I would only also recommend going with a 6-star if you already have a bunch of 5 stars and stuff. Going with one of those. Dude, what is up? What's up, lags? Thank you for believing in me when the voices in my head don't. Just kidding. They told me not to tell you guys about them, so forget I said that. Oh, goodness gracious, Demi. Ooh, lags, dude. So I didn't really get a chance to watch your... Oh, yeah, yes, you are the same person? Okay, dude. Well, you gotta narrow it down a little bit, man. I know you have a lot of champions ranked up. So there's... I know you aren't new. You gotta be able to narrow it down a little bit. That is way too many champions to be trying to decide between. But lags, dude, I started watching your Claire video, basically. And I only had like 3 minutes before I had to go. It was right after my stream. And... dude, I like her animations a lot. I really think her animations look awesome. But what are your... I'm gonna go back and watch your video, but what are your thoughts? Are you still grinding for her? Or are you like, maybe I'll wait for the next one. Brian, how much do you think Clairvoyance will go for in the 4-star featured? The 4-star featured, the new champions, they usually go for around 11 or 12 mil. You always just want to go a bit higher to be sure, you know. But they're usually about the same. You know, I've got large Willy? What? What? Oh my goodness. Oh, you know what? Forget these low star ones. Let's throw in some high level champs, including my new Phoenix. So good. Except not so good, but so good. I'm about to get violent, Shark. Wait, what? What are you getting violent about? You did an update, and now I'm getting the Windows 10 blue screen of death. Falstaff. Dude, I just downloaded the new Windows update too, and man, I'm not getting that same issue. That's even more annoying than the issues that I'm having, but I've got some issues too. And just generally, settings just were changed or reverted to what they were, even though I had everything set up and customized, and it's annoying. Yeah, I'm going for people have been saying her damage is low, but she has good power control and absolutely amazing regen. Highest base attack in the game. I think at 565 she'll be really solid. Okay. Lags is still in. Got it. And by violent, I mean joke time. Oh no, that's worse than violence. Should a 5-star Red Skull be awakened? No, Red Skull, his awaken ability really doesn't matter, to be honest. He's not amazing. He's not the most amazing champion in general. He's not useless, but he's not that good. And his awaken ability, I feel like I've never even used it. So BG, what's your prestige now? My prestige actually has not changed with the Phoenix rank up. It is still 10,440, I believe, is what my prestige is. But as soon as I can get her to Sig 200 and my mystery fishbowl head man to Sig 200, then I'll be right below 10,600. I'll be like 4 points off or something. So I'm pretty close. I'm very close. Violence equals punishment. Boo. And, well, probably. I don't have time or the roster to be able to grind for new champs in the 4-star arena yet, but I think I'm going to start just for units and battleships for gold. Yeah, you know, you really don't need to get the top prizes in the arena for the arena to be worth it. In fact, I would say most times that's all I'm doing in the arena. I'm not going for any champion right now. I'm just going for units, battleships, gold, all that good stuff. Invincible! Psst, BG, I gotta tell you something. Dude! What's up, man? Long time, no talk, dude. I'm excited for Yeah, I'm so excited for tomorrow. I wish I could have been there to meet you. I'm invincible. Wow. That's the thing you had to tell me. Oh man. What's up, man? If you guys are not familiar with this legend, go check out Invincible's channel. And Summer Showdown tomorrow. I'm pumped for it, man. I'm excited. Good luck, man. Just a call back from your last stream. Oh, dude, you saw that? I couldn't find... Damn. I couldn't spell the name properly. I left out the E. Yeah, wish you were here. Got to hang out with Dave. Oh, yeah, man. Dave's awesome. So, I'm sure you guys are having a good time. That's cool, man. So it's you. It's this week is you, Mute and Matt, who I've also never met. Always wanted to meet and hang out with Mute and Matt. And Deacon, who Deacon I'm not too familiar with. I think it's Deacon this week, right? And then Dave doing the commentary. Should be good times. And you remember Texas Hitman? I do remember Texas Hitman, yeah. I actually used to watch his Labyrinth of Legends streams way back in the day. Oh, Deacon was 2 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, duh. Old man canned. Okay. Got it. Brian, you keep fudging names. I know. Brian, why don't you rank up Quake and bring her instead of Void in 6.2.5? She can solo Mordo and also help a ton in the gated paths. Quake is really good. I'm just, to be honest, I know she's super strong and everything. I'm just not really a fan of her playstyle. And it's one of those things where if I'm not enjoying playing a champion, then I also just don't really care to get better at playing the champion. So I'm not very good at playing with her, but I don't like sitting in like the same spot. It's the same thing. Like the reason why I don't play a lot of power controlling champions, because the power controlling champions generally you want to get them locked down on the right side of the screen, and if you're in control of the fight, then boom, you just keep them locked down in that corner, and it's amazing. It's amazing, just like Quake is amazing if you're good at evading in the left side of the map. But there's something about just, I don't know, doing the dance of like baiting out specials and stuff that I really enjoy. So I never really play Quake or Power Control champions. I mean, at some point I feel like I'm gonna have to maybe practice with Quake for certain things, but I don't think I need to use her for the rest of 6.2 at least. I think I can get by without her. Hey BG, I'm stumped. I'm looking for my 4th rank 5. Quake duped, She-Hulk unduped, Void unduped, Captain Beardo unduped. Using a generic can take them to about 660. Currently have Corvus Glaive, Blade, Starkey at rank 5. Honestly, I was just talking about Quake. If you're comfortable with Quake style, then boom, I would recommend going with Quake. If you're not comfortable with that style, or just like me, you're a little bit weird, don't enjoy it, or actually maybe it's not even a little bit weird. I know a lot of people that don't really enjoy Quake. Then you can go with someone else. She-Hulk doesn't need to be awakened. Void would need to be awakened. Captain Beardo does not need to be awakened. Any of those three are also fine. Hold on, let me see. So you have Corvus Glaive, Blade, and Starkey. Yeah, if you don't want to go with Quake, I'm a little bit biased towards Void, and I noticed that Void Gives you some utility that those other champions that you have ranked up right now do not have. So I'd say that'd be a really good fit for your team. um, but honestly, none of those champions would be a bad choice. You could also just kind of go with your gut, go with the champion that you're feeling the most, and you'll be fine. Going for my first rank 5 4-star, using generic to awaken AA. Excited for that. Nice. Are you... When you say going for first rank 5 4-star, how close are you? And are you doing anything in particular to get you the rest of the way? Also, just rank 3 5-star appearance. Very nice, dude. Very, very nice. Is 4-star Ultron worth rank 5? You know, not so much anymore these days. I think he was a really solid rank up in the past. But these days, there's champions that are honestly just better. Like, he's still not a terrible champion. And, you know, I mean, if he was good back in the day, then clearly he's still good enough to get through all of the content that existed back then. It's just that since his time, Kabam has released a bunch of other champions that people typically have more fun with, deal more damage with similar utility or sometimes even more utility. Mr. Brand Grant, who should I use generic 5-star gem on? Beardo, Ghost, Corvus, or Medusa? Ooh, okay, so do you run the Suicide Masteries, or would you like to start using the Suicide Masteries? If so, then I feel like the answer has to be a Ghost or a Corvus, and I'd be leaning more towards Corvus than anything. So, if you run Suicides, Ghost and Corvus, those are definitely the two champions that you'd want to consider. Neither of them really need to be awakened, but Corvus's awaken ability will help you save a lot of resources. He has this, you know, immunity to death, basically. Or a cheat death. I mean, you know, no one's really immune to death. He has a cheat death that can save you a ton of resources. You could take those saved resources, invest those into other champions, or... you know, just save them from the future. Save yourself some time or money or whatever. By having Corvus awakened. So yeah, that if you are into Suicides, I'd probably recommend Corvus. If you're not into the Suicide Masteries, it's a little bit trickier. You know, Corvus and Ghost, they're not unusable without Suicides, but they definitely don't feel as good. Medusa is not a bad option. She gains the Furies. She technically doesn't need a high Sig level. You know, the Furies, they're the same strength at Sig 1 and at Sig 200. But her auto block is not going to be so reliable until high Sig. And Captain Beardo, he's a little bit similar where, like, honestly, he doesn't really need to be awakened for a lot of situations. And in the situations that you need his awaken ability, it's not really going to be reliable until it's a high Sig level. So it's kind of a tricky situation. Let me see if you did clarify if you run Suicides or not. Alright, I don't oh, you do use Suicide. Okay, alright, good. Alright, let's not even think about let's not even think about the rest of it then. Yeah, I'd recommend Corvus. I really would. And if you're not into Corvus, well, then I'd recommend Ghost. Night all, 1:45 a.m. in NYC. See you tomorrow. Alright, Invincible sounds good, man. Good luck again. Pumped for it. Hey BG, what's up? Celez, what's going on, man? How you doing? Are Suicides useful in Act 5? So Suicides, they're useful everywhere as long as you have the right champions for them. When it comes to your Masteries, it's totally reliant on your champions. To have suicide-friendly champions basically means they have immunities or, in some cases, ways to even heal when running Suicides. Like Omega Red has bleed resistance, and it's so high of bleed resistance that you actually heal with willpower. You know, things like that. And if they are suicide-friendly with these resistances or healing abilities, then it's just like getting 60% attack for basically free. You know, I mean, once you pay the price to unlock the Masteries, at least. So yeah, it totally depends on that. In some cases, it will be better to run Suicides, and in some cases, it will hurt to run Suicides. It'll hurt bad. It'll cost you a lot of extra resources, depending on the champions that are using. How could they disrespect Storm and Magneto? Agreed, man. I don't know how. They're doing it, though. They need to make some changes to those champs. Is Thing suicide friendly? I believe so. Relatively, at least. He's bleed immune. He suffers from the poison damage, but it's not a huge deal. So he's somewhat friendly. Okay, so the other thing about suicides, though, is champions that gain a large amount of plus attack naturally through their abilities, they don't necessarily need the plus attack from suicides as much. So, for example, someone like Namor. Namor, yeah, he benefits from suicides for other reasons, but attack-wise, damage-wise, that's not a huge difference because he gains, you know, he's going to gain like 7,000 attack from his special 3. And then if you do another special 3, now you have like plus 1,400, sorry, 14,000 attack. Wait. Yeah. All right. Well, I was just confusing myself for a second. I started thinking about that number, and I'm like, that can't be right. But no, that's right. So yeah, you get to like plus 14,000 attack. Then what's the little bit of attack from suicides going to do for you? It's something, but it's, you know. So for champions like that, it doesn't matter. Or Stark Spidey is generally the example I give, where once you build up his poise charges, he has such high plus attack already anyway. And because he does not have any immunities or ways to reduce the damage or anything like that, then he's an example of a terrible champion to use with suicides. Been good, just been busy. Couldn't get a live stream past days. Oh, it's all good, man. Totally understand. Welcome to tonight's stream, though. BG, when we get the 5-star awakening gem from the calendar, what class would you want? Who would you like to awaken? Tom, I don't know if I'd really like to awaken anybody right now, but I really want a tech awakening gem. I have 4 out of the 6 class types right now. I have a lot of luck when it comes to the awakening gems, I feel, because I don't have any double ups right now. I don't have any duplicate gems. Oh god, did I just get neuroed? Oh, no, we're fine. The neuro ain't doing that much damage. Anyway, I've got 4 class gems right now. I'm missing Mutant and I'm missing Tech. So I'm almost ready for every situation. Mutant I don't care about as much because I feel like I have all the Mutant champions that I really want. Tech is the one I want the most. This way, if I pull Ghost, or in the future once Warlock gets added to crystals, if I pull Warlock, I could pop the Awakening Gem to those guys, or possibly Sentinel or Darkhawk or something. I don't know. There's just a lot of Tech champions that I actually want awakened, and I don't have the means to do it. So yeah, that's the one. It's the one I want, but it's more for future planning than anything. Night BG. All right, Shark. Have a good one, dude. I may have used my Tech Gem on Warwick the other day, plus took him to rank 4 star. Awesome. To your question earlier, I'm only 2 tier 4 away from rank 5 AA. Gotta grind some arena though. Low on gold. Got it. Got it. Well, nice, dude. 550 AA is very, very powerful. Thoughts on Stealth Spidey, worth rank 5 for anything other than prestige? He has limited use. He's not totally useless. Some of my alliance mates use him in war, although to be honest, I don't think it's super reliable. And one time there was even a bug where my alliance mate activated one of the web cartridges, and it didn't work. It just straight up didn't work. Like he recorded it and everything, so we saw him activate the right cartridge, and then it just put him in there with like the default cartridge, and then it somehow didn't restore that charge for the next fight, so it just like doubly screwed him over, and he was just screwed. He wants tech so he can piss everyone off by not using it on the champs everyone thinks he should. Yeah, dude. It's another Star-Lord situation. I have 3 tech already. My guess is I get a 4th from the calendar. Oh, Carl, I hope that is not the case. Mystic Mutant Gem would be nice personally, but right now, me is no tier 2 alpha, so need to work on stuff. Oh, yeah. Yep. Peter can't nullify Nihilus Unstoppable. What a surprise. I thought Kabam were working so hard to fix bugs. I don't think that's a bug. I think Annihilus has like immunity to nullify or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it works with Annihilus, but I'm almost positive that isn't a bug. I'll check out his description right now actually, just to give myself a little refresher. BG tried asking you a couple times, may have just missed it. Curious who you use for Variant 3 Rogue. This fight is brutal. I actually used my Fishbowl man. I used Mysterio. I used Mysterio. He has a passive. He has a passive heal block that, since it's passive, cannot be shrugged off. Okay, here we go. So right here, whenever the opponent activates a Nullify, Fate Seal, or Stagger ability, the effect is purified and... Or wait, hold on, what? Wait, how does this work? Is he not immune to it then? Okay, Annihilus gains the Cosmic Control Rod at the start of the fight. Whenever the opponent activates a Nullify, Fate Seal, or Stagger ability, the effect is purified and the Cosmic Control Rod is removed for 10 seconds. So am I wrong on this then? He can be nullified? Well, whoops. Disregard everything I said in the last 5 minutes. Unless I'm just not understanding it. I could have sworn he was immune to it, but I guess not. I don't know how that works then. Maybe there is a bug there. BG, so watching your idleness runs and had a thought. For the tech path, if you took a higher ranked Night Monkey in place of Void, would he work against Mordo? That way also boosting Infinity Man. I do not think so. I don't think he'd work against Mordo. He has a lot of hits in his combo, and there's a node on Mordo where you have to throw a special every 15 attacks, or you take a ton of damage, and you also can't use like the same special twice in a row. I don't know. It's a crazy fight. Oh, Jay, you sent over a buck. I was just reading your last one actually. Well, thank you for the buck, dude. Appreciate it. But yeah, I don't think it would work. Also, Void is really good for some of the other fights in the path as well. It'd be nice to have that synergy for Infinity Man, but actually Void, just his value is just stronger than Stealth Spidey and the synergy combined and all that. So yeah. Thank you for the buck though, dude. Sounds like a control rod would turn it off, and you have to reapply debuff within 10 seconds for it to stick. Is that how it is? Could be right. I don't know. We nullify for sure. Use Sim Supreme against quite effectively. Yeah, I mean that's a stagger for that one, right? But yeah, I know. I guess I just didn't understand how he worked. I could have sworn he was immune. I don't really fight Annihilus all that much, and when I do, it's with Omega Red typically, and Omega Red, you know, he doesn't have a nullify anyway, so I just didn't know. Oh, he's kind of immune for the first nullify, but after you got 10 seconds before Rod activates again. Oh, so it does work that way. Okay. Brian, Quake is a Swiss Army knife. Unit saver, high skill required, and addicted to play a champion. If you practice her, you'll want to rank her up for sure. I got 100% 6.2 and she was MVP. She is a lot of those things that you said, but for me, she is not addictive to play. Trust me, I've put in a lot of time with Quake in the past, and I really enjoyed her at one point in time. But I got very tired of the play style, and I really just don't enjoy playing her. at all. Like, even in the arena, I don't really talk about it much because, I mean, it's just an arena fight. Who cares if you're playing a champion they don't like so much? But even in the arena, there are times where I'm just like, ugh, Quake. Like, I just really, really don't like playing her, man. It's just a personal preference thing. I know a lot of people really enjoy her playstyle, but I do not. So you're going for the new Black Widow, Hector? Nah, man. Well, 1% chance I'm going for. I gotta watch Legacy's video. And maybe get some other people's opinions and stuff, too. So Brian, you didn't go for Potato Head. I'm at 16 mil, just started my 5 and 6. I think I'll put in like 30. That should be safe, right? Yeah, 30 should be safe. He went for like 24 and change last time, I think. I actually have Mordo. I didn't think I had Mordo, but I do have Mordo. BGU Sentry with Void, Synergy against Rogue Variant 3. It was working. Got up to 380 hits. Excuse me. Slipped, then she just attacked right through me. We'll go back in later. Okay. Sounds good. I haven't heard anybody go with that option, so it's pretty interesting. People were able to use tech champions with tech boost even too, so I don't know if you've considered that, but tech champions that deal high amounts of damage on their specials, which, I mean, Ghost is the standout, but she's not alone, I guess. It'd be interesting to see like a rocket with, nah, it's not enough damage to cycle him, right? You mean Modok, not Mordo? Or did I say Mordo? Whoops. Well, I do have Modok. BGA news on the She-Hulk rank down tickets? Not that I'm aware of. Last I heard is that they're giving rank down tickets, but I have no idea when. BG, Captain Marvel duped for my rank 4 5-star or AA unduped? Captain Marvel is, yeah, I would recommend Captain Marvel. Archangel kind of needs to be awakened. I wouldn't bother ranking up Archangel unless he was awakened. BG, She-Hulk worth the 2015 gem. No, her heavy got changed, but her abilities didn't. She is, yes, but she's a 2016 champion. So I'm assuming that's the gem that you have. But just in case you got the gem from Variant 1 or Variant 2, just be aware that you cannot use that gem. It has to be the 2016. But yeah, absolutely. I think She-Hulk's still an amazing champion. You can see his thumb still hurt after that 45-minute fight. Nah, man, that was a long fight. My brain hurts a little bit, but my thumbs are fine. My thumbs never hurt. My thumbs have stamina for days. The rest of me, not so much. BG tried Sentinel 5-star, Awaken rank 3, and 5-star Stark Spidey rank 4 with power boost, 20% attack and health, 15% attack. Could not outdamage Rogue. Got it. But I think you're going to like Claire. We'll see. I guess we will. We'll see. We shall see. Brian hates Mystics. I do kind of hate Mystics, but I have 2 rank 5 Mystic gems. So I got to do something with these things. It would be nice to have. You know what? Speaking of Mystics, I might have some Mystics in the Overflow. Mystic Catalyst. Let me go check on that. I forgot to do that when I ranked up Phoenix earlier. Dude, I had to pop open so many tier 4 class Catalyst crystals to get the 3 that I needed. It's nuts. I know I have a bunch of skill in the Overflow, I'm sure. Because I got 10 of them in the opening. Let's see. That's not as bad as I thought. Wow, only 4? Only 4 skill in the Overflow. I literally pulled 10 of these things. And I pulled a bunch of Mystics too, but I guess I'm fine on that. Okay, wow. Wow, that's awesome. I thought I was going to be screwed. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do all these rank ups, but that's not even bad. So 7 tech ones that my head is covering. I guess I did just use all my Mystics somewhat recently. Okay. Sitting good. Cool. And those skill ones, Maybe, just maybe, maybe. Recently pulled a Modok 5-star, realized I now have him at every star level but 1 star, and also side note, completely unrelated, I've recently had a massive decline in desire to play the game at all. RIP. I know you're not a fan of that Modok potato head. I hope that's just a... I can't tell if that's just a joke about Modok or if that actually is something completely unrelated at all. I was able to clear with rank 4 Sentinel full suicides. Okay. Hector, you can say my dude elf of rank 5 Omega Century. Void can do it. Think it'll be like a 400 plus hit combo, just waiting for Science Boost to pop back in its store. Man. 400 plus hit combo. Good lord. Alright, anyway, let's go back to the arena. Stop teasing me with that, Nick. Sorry, dude. You're right, lags. I apologize. Let's hit this arena. Need to keep going, need to keep getting units. My unit gain has been pretty weak here. Dude, you gotta chill out with that spam. Take it easy. Don't talk to us about 400 hit combo. Mr. Red Skull has a purpose in the game. Yeah, you're right. The joke was that it is actually completely unrelated, or unrelated, unrelated. I did a 500 combo with Meph, 6-star rank 1 and suicides on that rogue in variant 3. Oh yeah, there you go. Mephisto. Is this the same person? Did the same person just make a new name to spam again? What in the world is going on? Oh, and I just got destroyed. Absolutely wrecked. Holy crap. Just rank 5 Nick Fury. Now I need to learn how to play him. Yeah, I feel like if I ranked up mine, that's exactly what I would be saying. I don't really know how to play him. Personally feel Awakened Night Thrasher is better than Nick Fury. Well, there's really not too many people that would agree with that, but hey. Everybody has their own opinions on what they think and who they think is cool. What up, BG? What up, Scotty Lang? Just curious, has anybody done that rogue with the 4-star max Starlord? Wondering if it'll be less hits than 400. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know people have done it with Starlord plenty, but I'm not sure if people have done it with a 4-star version or not. I do not know. BG, I have to take one of these to rank 4 right now. Should it be Sim Supreme Unduped or Mysterio Unduped? Yet to complete 6.2. Well, they're quite different champions. But I would say probably go with Sim Supreme. Because Sim Supreme, even unawakened, can be pretty effective against that, against the champion boss or some other fights in that quest too. You know, the fishbowl head, it's not exactly useless, but I feel like Sim Supreme, based off of my experience, might have a bit more use. Now, it also does depend on what other champions you have, what other goals you have in this game. I don't know if you are trying to do Variant 3 or if that's something that you've already done or whatnot, you know, but Mysterio was pretty decent for some of that. Shall I awaken Night Thrasher or Nick Fury to level 200 duped? I would strongly recommend going Nick Fury over Night Thrasher. Okay, BG, thanks for the info. No Mysterio yet. We'll keep in mind for the future. Yep. No worries. Even a 4-star can do it for that fight. So even if you put it off until he comes to the basic, It's kind of a while away, but could do it. Same thing with what's his face? The other robot, Warlock, that just came out. ABG, how about Ronin for that Red Skull? Ronin could be cool, and can probably do the fight. So I mean, I think his damage would be high enough if he was high sig level, because you can't really crit, and a lot of the damage is going to get resisted, but you will have a lot of plus attack. So I think he'd be able to out-damage the buffet healing. But I can't even try that because my 5-star Ronin is unawakened. And also, I feel like even if he was awakened, he'd probably have to be a higher sig level. Since the attack that he gains per buff on the enemy skills with like the sig level. UBG, grind for Warlock. He's now a Sig 200 rank 5. Very nice. Kind of want the new Black Widow, but I just don't know if I can mentally handle another long grind. Yep, exactly, dude. That's something that every grinder has said in the past, like, oh, dude, I did this once. I could do this again for sure, but I also might just go insane. So maybe I won't do this again for a while. Some people who have not done those grinds may not always be able to understand it. So, I mean, you know, even without doing the grind, I'm sure a lot of people get it. But some people are just like, oh, you can just do it again. Oh, okay. BG, who do you value higher for everyday use? Nick Fury or Aegon? Have both his 5-star and Skill Awakening gem. Nick Fury, I would say. But it really depends on the situation, you know. Overall, I'd rather have a Nick Fury, but if it was something like Labyrinth of Legends or some other situations in the game, I'd be like, well, no, give me that Aegon. So, yeah. Who should I take for Road to Labyrinth Magic? Awaken Rank 4 Corvus or wait, hold on. Who should I take for Road to Labyrinth? Magic Awaken Rank 4, Corvus Rank 4, Phoenix Rank 3 for the Emma Synergy. For Road to the Labyrinth, it probably depends on which quest you're in. I'm not sure. They're all a little bit different. You'd have to look at the nodes and kind of judge based off the nodes. Without knowing the nodes myself, because I forget which nodes are in there and everything for which quest. Don't really know what to say. I know a lot of the quests have Safeguard. If they have Safeguard, then you don't want Corvus. Magic can get around Safeguard with your Limbo, sort of, and multi-hit specials. So she'd be better for that, but not everything is safeguarded. And for the things that are not safeguarded, of course, Corvus is amazing. So yeah, it really just depends. I would say you don't want to use the same team for every single quest in Road to the Labyrinth. BGA currently have Starkey and Angela, rank 4 5-stars. Should I take Venom up or hold out? I got a 3-4 Cosmic from completion of Variant. Hold on. I currently have Starkey and Angela, rank 4 5-stars. Should I take Venom up or hold out? Venom is great. Venom is great. So, here's the only thing about Venom that I would say might be worth waiting for. He's a 2015 champion. So, if you get a 2015 Cosmic rank up gem, you would of course want to use that like the 2015 specific gem on Venom, and then save that 3 to 4 that can be used on any Cosmic champion. You want to save that for someone else. So yeah, see if you can get some of those 2015 or 2016 rank up gems to use those instead. But if you can't wait, you know, I mean, Venom's a great champion. He's worth going to rank 4 one way or another. Where are you with 6.2? I'll check it later, but if you could tell a bit. I only have the champion quest. No good options there. I have 3 quests left or 3 paths left in the 5th quest, and then I only did 1 path in the final quest. BG, I'm thinking of going for name, or what do you think he'll go for? In the basic, he might go decently high. I would say over 3. How much over 3? I'm not sure. I'd have to think about it. Maybe mid 3, like 3.4-ish, something like that. Because I do think he has a lot of hype around him. His Awaken ability is pretty unique. That said, I mean, you know, some people, maybe they would only care about him as a 5-star, so maybe he doesn't have the hype as 4-star. I don't know. It's kind of just a big old guess with that dude. Awaken Quake worth rank 5, only if you're comfortable with her unique playstyle, but if so, then yes. GG, just got uncollected and got my 3rd 5-star Guillotine. Should I be content? My 2 other 5-stars, Sinister and Juggernaut, are they good? Guillotine is decent. She's not amazing, but she's decent. And I know she has at least one powerful synergy with like Morningstar or something like that. But first off, congrats on becoming uncollected. That's the biggest deal there. The 5-stars, you know, whether they're good, bad, just average, you'll get more of those over time. But yeah, I wouldn't be disappointed with a Guillotine personally. Juggernaut is not very good, unfortunately. Sinister is another one of those champions that I would say is average or just a little bit above average. So both Guillotine and Sinister are kind of just those middle of the road type champs. And Jugs. Hopefully you pull somebody really good out of your next one. ABG, or should I say BBG? What is that? What's up, Champion Nova? Hate that Mortal quest, so happy I finished with it yesterday. Yeah, dude, that quest is brutal. I would say that quest is by far the most difficult quest I've ever had to do in this game. The global node is just such a pain sometimes. It's such a pain to like alone, just in a standard fight. Yeah, okay, you could deal with the global. It's no big deal. But when you have to play around the global and play around some of these other nasty nodes, man, it gets tough. I think Clairvoyant's going to go for 64 mil. It sounds like it could be possible. 947 4-star shards and 5-star 4,000. Have Guillotine as champion. Need 4-star and 5-star. Any tips? Well, about this game, it's a very slow-moving game. So the first thing that I have to say is you got to be a bit patient when it comes to getting all the shards and everything. I will say I will go over a few ways to get them, but just keep that in mind. Is that, you know, it takes time to kind of build these resources up, and the more champions that you have, the more crystals that you have popped open, the faster and faster the next one will come. It's not an immediately noticeable thing, like you know, like after you pop open your first 5-star crystal, your next one's not going to be like instant, but eventually you pop open so many of them that, you know, you can it'll just be significantly faster at a certain point compared to when you first start popping them. So be patient. And the way to get 4 and 5-star shards, there's a lot of different ways. They're kind of all over in the game. Grinding arena, getting some of the rewards there, even just the premium hero crystals that can give you 4-star champions or give you 3 stars that make sure you don't sell any champions, because then you get shards of the next higher tier, including once you start duping 5 stars more. So the PHCs are actually pretty good, even though they seem to have a very low drop rate. They are still pretty good. So Arena's 1, the monthly event quests, the story quests, alliance-based activities such as Alliance War. I think you got to be in tier 14 or higher for the 5-star shards. But you know, lower tiers than that, you still get some shards of like 3 and 4-star and stuff. Special event quests that come around. The dungeon crystals can be a good way to expand your roster. So there's a bunch of different ways. It's just kind of depends on, you know, how many of these ways that you're able to do. Scotty Lang sent it over too. Thank you very much. Saying some incentive for that POV one-hand gameplay video. Oh my god, yes. Crap, I keep forgetting about it. Oh, Scotty, I'm so sorry. Yeah, okay. I will get on that. I will get on that. Thank you very much for the 2, dude. I will do my best to get that recorded and done with, like, tomorrow. Yeah, I should be able to get it done tomorrow. BG, when it comes to a beta, all you have to do is click participate and that's it, or do you have to sign up on the forums, etc.? No, you just click participate in-game, and so there's the sign-up period that we're in right now, and then when the beta actually starts up, you'll get a message will pop up when you log in saying, hey, you can go to the beta, and then also please give us feedback and all that stuff. Brian, guess how many hits for my torch to drop Labyrinth Rolk? Labyrinth Rolk, huh? I'm gonna guess a pretty high number, and I'm gonna guess 600. Am I way off? Tell me it's like 112. Because I'm guessing 600. I'm just thinking with because the incinerates and stuff like that, it's not gonna go well. I don't know. So I just wasn't expecting you to put a date on that. Simply saying tomorrow surprised me. I mean, it's not a guarantee tomorrow, okay? It's not a guarantee, but I have been meaning to make that video for a very long time, and I will do my best to get it done tomorrow. Less than 200. Pre-fight ability was active. Okay. Less than 200. Wow, man. Not bad. And they're buffing this guy? Hell yeah, dude. My 6-star about to rank him up. You got the AQ beta invite. Got only one beta invite to Alliance War, and it didn't work. I did get the beta invite, yeah. I don't even know how much I'm gonna play on the beta though, man. It's really tough to even participate on these betas. Like, dude, there's already so much time that we spend playing this game to do the monthly event quests, and especially for those of us that grind Arena, Alliance Quest, Alliance War, and then beta on top of that. Like, oh man, I haven't even mentioned dungeons. It's actually pretty tough to participate on the beta, even when you're in. Was it 1555? I know, right? Don't want to make videos on him, so Kabam decides not to buff him. Dude, that's so crazy, man. People slept on him so hard. Less than 200. People went berserk. I remember people being so disappointed originally when Torch came out and he didn't take down Winter Soldier in however many hits they were expecting, and dude, he's actually so good. Black Widow looks good. I'm such a fan of Black Widow's animations. Her animations might be what's selling me on the possibility of going for. But still, it is a extremely low chance. BG, can you please do a video on how to deal with variant 2.2.1 evade symbiote, please, please? I'm sorry, I do not think that I will be making a video on that. It's a tough fight. The way that I approach the fight, I can tell you how I approach the fight at least. I kind of just, I baited out heavy attacks, and then I would attack like twice, and then I would just block and bait out another heavy attack, and just kind of rinse and repeat that until he went down. Juggernaut was surprisingly decent for it, but I think only if you have like a 6-star version. There was the global node helped him. I think Rhino was another one that got helped by it. I can't remember. If you have champions that are good against evade champions, that can also be helpful, but there's not many of those that are large or XL or whatever. But yeah, I think I just took my XL champions, blocked, baited out a heavy, and just attacked like twice, and always at the end of the second attack I would just block and do the same thing again. To you, the reason I decided to not care at all about the Colossus beta. Let me see, what do we got? Wow. Yeah. Dude. This is great. It's so easy to learn how to play them. Oh, on well-timed blocks, it's MS ID UI stat attributes attribute Coloss WTB. Pretty self-explanatory, really, on how he works. Yeah, man. That's pretty rough stuff. BG, have you had Paseo yet? No, I have not even been out to eat since you mentioned that place. I really very rarely go out to eat. BG, been trying to say hi for the past couple streams. Been a long time. Downloading a game again after years, so I'm a bro conky, dude. What's up, man? It has been a long time. I read your message before I read the name, and I was like, oh, who's saying this? What's up, man? You see Lag's vid on Clairvoyant. Looks like she's a viable rank 5 option. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Wow. I didn't watch it yet, B. Daniels. I saw some of the animations from the video, but I only had a few minutes to check it out before I had to go. So I'm gonna go back and watch the full thing, and we'll see. Couldn't it be any clearer? Yeah. BG, why not grind for Black Widow? She has good prestige, 10.62. Well, she has good prestige, yes, if you can get her to Sig 200. I cannot get her to Sig 200, so prestige is not even a factor. I wouldn't even get her close to Sig 200. So if I went for her, it would be because I was going to use her in some area of the game. Or just because I want to get rid of one of these two Mystic Gems that I have, but that might not be good enough reason to go for her. Well, in Variant 2, let me use the champion as one of my champs. As the champion, I was going to say is the champion locked in anywhere, but can't be because AQ and AW are down at the moment, right? I don't know. Shouldn't be any restrictions on that in Variant 2. Oh, are you putting all your Mystic Stones in Sim Supreme? Nope, I'm not. But it hasn't been that long since I took Voodoo up. Just because of the rate at which we get these Mystic, or just the 5-star Sig Stones in general. It hasn't been that long. And I think I'm sitting on maybe about 40 Sig Stones for Mystic at the moment. I do not plan on ever maxing out Sim Supreme. He has good prestige, but it's just not high enough for me to invest the Sig Stones into. And honestly, I kind of feel the same way about Claire. Her prestige is really high right now. But by the time I can get all of the Sig Stones to take her to Sig 200, I feel like higher champions may be released. And I think for most people, that doesn't really matter. Like, I mean, 10.62, like that's fine. That's pretty much always going to be fine when it comes to 5 stars. But I feel like pretty soon here, I'm going to be competing with people who are ranking up 6 stars to rank 3. and people who like pick up those offers that contain 6-star Sig Stones. So like their prestige is just going to be higher than mine. There's just going to be a lot higher. And in order for me to stay somewhat competitive with that prestige comparable, I need to rank up like the highest prestige champions, and only the highest. Like right now I have all 3 of the top 3 at rank 5. Phoenix is not Sig 200 yet, but she will be. And if someone else kind of cracks into that top, you know, above Phoenix territory, then I would probably have to go for that champion just to, like I said, kind of stay competitive. You don't like Sim Supreme? No, I do like Sim Supreme. I just don't think he needs to be maxed Sig level. Achilles Shield sent it over 2. Thank you very much, Sam. My grandma kicked me off her alliance. She's a hater. Come on, G-Ma. Grams. Why are you always hating? Hating on my boy Achilles Shield. It's messed up. Is it because you put her in a home? Is that what happened? Thank you very much for the 2 though, dude. Sorry to hear about your grandma. She sounds like she runs a tight alliance though, you know? Maybe you have to step up your game. Were you showing up late to AQ or anything like that, man? It's understandable, you know? Oh, look at that, fully evaded. I gotta practice fully evading Punisher's L1 in order to get that path down. Oh, look at that, I fully evaded again. Maybe it's not as hard as I thought. Let's see if I can push this guy again. Bait it out one more time. Oh, okay, well that time I got wrecked. BG, take Gold Pool to rank 5. That is something that I will not be doing. Like, okay, so here's my prestige plan. Here's my long-term prestige plan. So Phoenix is going up. Well, I mean, she is up, but I mean, like, Sig Stone-wise, she's going up, and she will complete the top 3 for 5 stars right now. The other 2 champions are nowhere near the top, but they're still decent. One of them being Voodoo, who is 10,400, something like that. And then the other is Mysterio, who I think is 10,550, something like that. So they're not too bad. Like once I get Mysterio is also not Sig 200, but once I get Mysterio and Phoenix Sig 200, then I'll be pretty good for right now. And then I just need to wait for Kabam to release champions with higher prestige than Phoenix. Like, I want Phoenix to be my lowest at some point. It might take a while. But, you know, I'm kind of playing the long game when it comes to the prestige. I'm coming back from not really worrying about prestige at all when AQ wasn't really that important, when Alliance Quest, or I'm sorry, when Alliance War seasons first began, and I ranked up, you know, champions that just had garbage for prestige, and I've been trying to come back from that ever since. So I don't really want to put myself in that situation again. Dang, feel like I just watched you read right over my comment. I'm sorry, man. There's 476 people in here. It happens. Happens to everybody. If my wife was in here, she'd tell you I miss her comments all the time, too. What the hell is Prestige? So, Prestige is the individual champion's base hero rating before it's influenced by masteries, synergies, or boosts. So if you reset all of your masteries and you just looked at your champion selection, that would be what the champion's prestige is. Then players have their own individual prestige as well, which is the average of the top 5 highest prestige champions in your roster. Then your alliance has a prestige as well, which is the average prestige of every member within it. And the reason why it matters is because your prestige determines how many points you get from Alliance Quest, which determines the rewards that you get and where you rank. Let me tell you, BG, I took gold pool to rank 5 just for the poops and giggles, and because I love Deadpool. But I use the hell out of him, and when he gets that purple buff, he hits pretty damn hard. I mean, I know that he's actually not that bad. There was somebody in for Loki. They weren't with us when map 7 started up, but during map 6, he actually had his at rank 4. This was during a time where people only had like 1 or 2 rank 5s or something like that, I think. So anyway, his was at rank 4. He was totally into the prestige game though, so he eventually took his up, but I think that was after he left Alliance. Anyway, at rank 4, he was using him in map 6 all the time, just because of that regen and everything. And then I think some people have used them to stun lock. I think on certain nodes he can stun lock. I think it has to be like power reserve or something maybe, or where you're both gaining power, something like that. So I know he's not totally useless, and he has some other abilities too and all that, but yeah. I would have to awaken mine, and I don't have any Sig Stones really since I just took Namor up and all that. Guess how many hits to drop Labyrinth Star-Lord with Torch? 300. Am I guessing too low this time? Yo, BG, pretty excited. I cleared 6.2 for the first time last night with Thing. Vincent, nice, dude. Congrats. Act 5 is so overwhelming. It can be, yeah. You get used to it, you know. Give some time for your fingers to adjust to the difficulty. There's a lot of guides out there that can help you make it maybe not feel so overwhelming, and just take it one path at a time, one fight at a time. Don't look at it as, you know, all of Act 5. BG, do you think I can pull a completion of Polar Opposite with rank 5 4-star Awakened Starkey, rank 5 Domino, rank 4 Sabretooth, rank 4 Awakened Max Sig Blade, and rank 4 Medusa? Maybe not with those exact champions, but yes. Like, hold on, wait, was that even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, that was a 5-man team right there, right? You might want to make some adjustments to that team, but absolutely, yeah. I mean, Stark Spidey alone can do so much of it. If you put some more text on the team, add a Miles Morales to extend the debuff duration, they could be stunned for a very long time. You just end up spamming Special 1. It'll do pretty well for you. Your other champions, they'll you know, I'm not saying they're totally useless or anything, but they do suffer that damage penalty for not being tech. BG, what was last night with Red Skull? Man, I've turned off film to see Howl end fight. You were so insistent, man. Just you need same with your site. Well, I try, man. Trust me, I've spent so many hours bashing my head against the wall with the website. I am still trying. It's not like I've given up. 433 hits, 3 million health and Starlets. Not bad. No, that's not bad. I was thinking it would be less, just because there wouldn't be the incinerate resistance or anything like that. Okay. It's not bad though, dude. He also has, oh, where'd that comment go? I saw when I was scrolling. Okay, yeah, he also has the Restoration Kit synergy with Nick Fury. Yes. Gold Pool also does have that, which is huge depending on the team that you're bringing in. BG, what hurt more, the Thor Rags rank up or the Phoenix? Oh, the Thor Rags one hurt way more. Resources are coming in a bit faster these days. You know, we've got other variants. They increase the rewards for AQ, Alliance War, all that. This one, it didn't hurt nearly as bad. Back when I took Fraggle Rock up, it was like, okay, this is my rank up for a while. I'm not going to get another one for a little bit here, so. But I'm already in a spot where I can do another rank up right now. BG tips to beat 6.2 Sinister. Been stuck. Thank you. I mean, it really depends on the... It's mostly dependent on the champions that you bring to that fight. There are some tips for doing the fight a little bit cleaner. Try your best not to trigger any dexterities. Anytime you trigger dexterity, that actually gives Mr. Sinister 2 charges. He gains a charge when you gain dex, and then when you attack into him and use the little bonus that you get from dexterity, he gains 2 charges from that, and that shock damage, it adds up and it hurts. So try not to trigger dexterity. Yeah, I don't know. Just try your best on the evades, the L1 and L2 evades. If you're throwing multiple champions at Mr. Sinister, do them in the right order. Basically, what I mean by that is never go in with your science champion first, because then he'll gain a permanent increase to his healing after defeating your science champion. Yeah, just bring the right champion. You're gonna want somebody who's poison immune and gains a fury, and you can gain that fury buff through synergies as well, either Heimdall or Warlock. Yeah, good luck. I don't know what champions you have, so it's a little bit harder to share any other advice than that. BGM currently, I'm exploring Act 5 currently, just Collector and Final Ultron quests are remaining to 100%. Who is the best counter to Ultron? I don't have a 5-star Medusa. You can kind of do that fight with any champion as long as you know how the fight works. He has a dormant grayed out buff icon, and anytime you trigger a debuff, it activates that buff. So just make sure you're not triggering a debuff when he has the power gain. That's the most threatening one to watch out for, and then the healing is probably the second worst. You can shut him down with Nebula. I actually have a video on using Nebula for that fight. Void can be pretty effective. It can be a little bit tricky, but can be pretty effective. Because once you get a Petrify going, then you don't really have to worry about the power gain. Once you have 2 of them, I guess. People use Corvus. People use Blade with Ghost Rider synergy to get the danger senses. Yeah, there's actually a lot of options for that guy. He is a tough fight. He can be pretty tough, but there's a lot of options for him once you kind of get a handle on the fight. BG, will you go for OG Black Widow if they put her in the arena after Claire? Oh my goodness, they might do that. Right? If they do that, then yes, I will. I don't know if they would do that, but they did throw Doctor Strange in there, so maybe they will. Oh, I hope they do that. BGUC just beat Act 4, and on Act 5 currently at Weaponized, the one with the armor node. Any tips? Almost quit. The armor node, is that the breakthrough armor node you're talking about, where you have to... Every time they start out with like 5,000 armor, and every time you attack into them, it chips down some of that armor. It's just about being consistent, Don't do anything risky. Your damage will ramp up naturally throughout the fight. Once you get to like 30 armor breaks, you notice that your champions are hitting way harder than they normally do because the enemy's armor is going into the negatives at that point. So yeah, just consistent, clean parries. If they are stun immune, block and bait out heavy attacks, and then just try your best to evade their specials, and that's really all you can do. BG, I have rank 4 Ghost Awakened, rank 5 Unawakened Corvus. Can I do variant 3? I don't know, can you? Give it a shot, man. It's certainly possible with those champions, yes, but it also depends on your own ability to control those champions. So yeah. Think of the new setup, BG. Glad to see you still grinding and growing. Joey, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while either. Thanks, dude. Glad you like the new setup. Hello, Beauty. Can you explain variant 3 for dummies just back from vacation? Essentially, every champion except for the tech class has a damage penalty. So tech champions are the most ideal outside of some specific fights that, you know, you can deal with a little bit of a damage penalty. In addition to that, tech champions gain another bonus where for every tech champion on the team, your debuffs will last 10% longer, and that includes stuns, which opens up the possibility to do some stun locking with Stark Spidey. In addition to that, there is a node specifically built for Sentinel, where Sentinel is much stronger. I think he gains analysis charges faster. I never used Sentinel in there since I don't have a high level one, but I think the way it works is you gain analysis charges faster, and also when you build up your analysis charges, you deal extra true damage, I believe. So he hits way harder. I think that's kind of the gist of it. I might be forgetting something. Oh, I think also tech champions can't have their ability accuracy reduced, something like that. Something like that. Give me 1 second. Double rate of analysis charges, plus gets direct damage, matching his attack, percent base from charges. Yeah. Got it. Do you have a guide for the easiest paths in 6.1? A friend of mine is going for Cavalier and asked about easy paths on it. Ryu, I personally do not. There's probably a video out there on that, but I personally don't have one. Any content creators in chat want to spill the beans on Claire? Well, Legacy posted a video. I haven't checked to see if the other guys made content yet. I only saw that one real quick earlier, and not even the full video, but he has one up at least. There's been mixed feelings. I heard, who streamed it? Was it Dark Zodiac that streamed it? So that is probably also available to watch if you wanted to. But I've heard mixed things. Some people like her, some people don't. Some people feel her damage is too low, I think is what I've been hearing. Dave streamed it? Okay. So Dave has a stream too. Cam has live stream. Okay. Cam went through with it too. I wasn't sure. I wanted to watch oh, look at this new symbol, by the way. Let me hide my face. You see the disconnecting symbol there? In the bottom right corner? They changed that. I saw that, I think B Manny posted that in the Alliance chat earlier. This is my first time seeing it since the update, though. No more check your connection. Now it's just that symbol, which is nice, actually. It's much better than seeing that big error text box popping up telling me to check my, telling all of us to check our connection when we know damn well it ain't our connection. But okay, so there's a bunch of videos out there, or streams and stuff for Claire. So that's cool. I'll have to check a few of those. Just checking my subscription feed now. I don't even see Dave's. Oh, I think Dave has a weird thing on his channel though because of the age of it, or there's some BS YouTube garbage where it based on the age of your channel you can't like live streams actually hurt your channel or something like that. That because Dave's channel was created a while back, he's suffering because of YouTube's nonsense or something like that. I don't remember. But I don't see his stream in my sub box. How long have you been streaming? 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 7 seconds. He keeps them unlisted. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what it is. Got it. Arena has been choppy for me with the new update. You know, I haven't noticed anything. All I've done really is arena since the update. I only updated like right before I went live. The notification link, we'll get to it still. I can post it if you want. No, that's alright. She's going to be out real soon anyway. I don't know if I'd have time to go and watch a live stream. I might just watch Legacy's video. If I'm real interested after watching Legacy's video, then maybe I'll ask you for the link and check out some of the other streams and stuff. But, you know, most likely I'm not going for the champ anyway. Is Quake good? Quake is good in the right hands, yes. She has a unique playstyle that takes some time to get used to. But if you can master that unique playstyle, then she's quite powerful, yeah. One of the strongest in the games. If I remember correctly, DDD has his streams in a playlist so you can watch them. FYI. Oh, okay. Cool. BG, can you suggest champs or give any tips for handling the rage path in 5.4.4? I'm on my quest to 100% Act 5, and I can't get past 2 champs on this path. Rage is kind of tough to deal with. I'll give you some general tips for Rage. I'm not sure which champions that are on that path, but generally, there's 2 ways to deal with Rage for the most part. I'll include maybe a third. I'll start with the third one because I don't know if this is effective or not, but I just thought of it, so I want to say it before I forget it. If you can consistently push the enemy, like let's say they have rage and power gain, if you can consistently push the enemy to a special, and their specials are unblockable, then maybe someone like Spider-Gwen would actually be all right. But generally, the 2 ways that I deal with rage are as follows. Number 1, use a champion that doesn't hit very hard and maybe relies on damage over time type effects. So someone like Massacre is pretty good with dealing with it. And a lot of times, you trigger the rage hits on medium attacks. Because medium attacks hit harder than light attacks, what you can do is instead of doing a 5-hit combo, you could just parry and then just do 4 light attacks, and then just back out, do the same thing, only do light attacks, and in general, it's a bit safer. Sometimes your light attacks still hit too hard, but sometimes they can fall under that damage threshold. The other way that I like to deal with rage is by nullifying the Furies in some way. You can eat them with Venom, or a lot of the Mystic champions have some way to nullify them, or even turn them into damage with someone like Voodoo. And even if they get to 5 Furies, if you're able to get rid of those, even just get rid of a single Fury, then they're back to no longer being unblockable. You still have to watch out because whether they're unblockable or not, those Furies, sometimes they make the champions hit pretty hard, and you got to be on point with your parries and stuff like that. But generally, that's how I deal with it. Like I said, one of those 2 ways: either nullifying the Furies some way, eating them with Venom or Mystic Champ or something, or champions that just don't hit very hard and have damage over time effects more than anything as their main source of damage, of which there's a decent number of champions that can do that. And then, like I said, you can also try just doing the light attacks to keep the Fury count down. Crossbones doesn't crit for a rage either. Well, technically, you don't need to crit to trigger rage, but yeah, no, you're probably right. Crossbones, without critting, he probably does fall under the threshold to trigger. So, yeah, that's a good call. Good shout on the Crossbones. BG, you think this new vision will be any good? No clue. Don't know anything about him. Venom eating buffs is my favorite. It's really good. The only thing about Venom is that sometimes it's unreliable, but for the most part, it's awesome. Super detailed answer. Thanks, BG. Much appreciated. No problem, dude. Best of luck in your quest to clear Act 5. IPG, I'm close to getting Cavalier with just 2 rank 4 5-stars. Lawrence, damn, dude. It's pretty impressive, man. A lot of people going for Cavalier already have like rank 5s and stuff. Dealing with just 2 rank 4 5-stars. Good luck, man. I hope you get it. Getting Cavalier title, getting the daily rewards from it and all that. It's good stuff. Would have done a long time ago. My account is free to play and am doing itemless. Oh, the dream, dude. I almost wish I can go back in time and just say itemless from the start. Although I probably still would not be through Labyrinth to this day. Do you think Black Widow will be good? Well, there's some content out there from the content creators. They just got her today to do a little bit of testing. I haven't looked at it yet, so I'd recommend checking those videos out if you want to see more. Crossbones and Guillotine are most underrated champs. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. They're okay. I think they're kind of just forgotten about just because other champions in general can do what they do, except better. I mean, Crossbones maybe not so much. Crossbones is pretty unique in the fact that he can't crit and has some other cool things in there, but yeah. Best counters is 6.1.5 Crossbones. I'm stuck. Well, the number 1 counter, I believe, is Omega Red. But Ghost is also pretty good. Sentinel is good. Really just any... I mean, the new Colossus might be pretty effective for him. Not entirely sure. Someone had brought that up the other day. Once the update comes through for him. Could be pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. You basically want some type of heal block and bleed immunity and decent damage. Technically, you don't need heal block. I mean, Omega Red doesn't have heal block. Neither does Ghost, and they both can just out-damage it. But, yeah. Someone like Sentinel has that heal block. It's good. Quake and Sentinel are the first 5-star, by the way. Damn, those are some good first 5-stars. Waged Cavalier with rank 4 Corvus and rank 4 Cap Infinity. Where's my good job? Ryu, you crushed it, man. Was it recent? If it was recent, then you didn't tell me about it. And if it wasn't, or maybe I forgot. I shouldn't say that. Maybe you told me I forgot. Either way, whatever. You did excellent. If that's what you used to get through there. Evening BG, how's the WoW grind going? What's up, Uber Soul? It's going all right. You know, man, those damn queues. I got in about 45 minutes of game time today, so you know, gotta love them queues, man. I don't know if I would have gotten in more time either way, whether there was a queue or not, but yeah. But having fun, just going at my own pace, playing with some old friends. How's your grind going? Did you ever say what class you are or anything? You 6-star Ghost against Crossbones worked great. Yeah, Ghost definitely great for that fight. What was I gonna say too? Oh damn, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you can use other like a bunch of people got through that Crossbones fight just by just doing like death runs basically. People use Domino, who is not bleed immune, but I think she has like a way to, what is it? She can like shrug off bleeds or something like that. So she has a little bit more survivability, and they just dealt a lot of damage. You know, took Crossbones down maybe 40% in a single revive, or maybe not, maybe like 25% or something like that, and then just rinse and repeat and got the champion down that way. People do the same thing with Corvus, so that's another option if you don't have some of these other champions that I mentioned. Slim Mike 81 sending over $7. Thank you very much. Saying BG, I feel like you need some love after that fancy feet Red Skull fight earlier. Dude, thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Appreciate the super chat love. Thank you very much for the 7. Really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. What a fight that was. Can't wait to do it again. Really, White Mane hasn't been too bad Q-wise? Are you sure you're on White Mane? Really? You're saying it hasn't been too bad? Dude, I've had 8,000... no, like today was a 9,000 Q. I think the other day I played it was 8,000. I've seen it upwards of like 13,000. It's taken me many hours to get into the game before. Or country level 28, but 1 bar from 29. Nice, dude. Nice. BG, since I just got uncollected, when do you think I should go for the full completion? And any tips on the completion for Act 5? Well, a couple tips. Yeah, I would say, you know, a lot of people leave that second chapter for last because the difficulty it goes kind of like this for Act 5. You know, you get into Act 5 and it's starting to ramp up. It's kind of slowly ramping up actually. And then you get to like 5.2.4, the Masochism quest, and you see like that steep increase in difficulty. And yeah, it's still like really difficult all the way through to like the Collector, where it's just like much more difficult than the content before that was. And then it kind of just levels out. And the rest of Act 5 maintains like that same level of difficulty. It doesn't really get harder from there. So a lot of people, what they do is they move on to the third and fourth chapters, and their goal is to 100% clear those because they give better rewards. Actually, what most people do is they do a single clear of all of Act 5 just to get the initial completion rewards. Then they'll start targeting 100% clearing the third and fourth chapters. And then they'll go back and finish up the, you know, like the collector fights and stuff. So that'd be my advice on how to, or wait, full completion as in first clear of the rest of Act 5, or do they mean full exploration? Oh, wait, did I read this wrong? I might have read your question wrong. I totally read your question wrong. I'm sorry. Whoops. You were just okay. You were just talking about clearing the rest of, doing a single clear for the rest of it. Whoops, my bad. I thought you were talking about 100% clearing. I always get that wrong. Because okay, completion. To me, completion is like it's complete, 100% complete. You know, so that's always thrown me off. But that's my bad for years later still not understanding that. Anyway, any tips though? Oof. Oh, any tips for the rest of it? I would say when it comes to doing your single clears of 5.3, I had a much better time using the right class for the third chapter. So each quest in the third chapter, each quest is kind of designated for a certain class type, where every class other than that class. So the first one is Mystic. So every class other than Mystic suffers a 50% damage penalty. And you know, my first instinct when I saw that was like, oh, who cares? I'm just going to keep using the same champions that I'm using. They're just not going to hit as hard. But I like using these champions more, so I'm going to keep using them. I actually had a much better time when I let that go a little bit, and I just started using, started focusing on that particular class. I maybe wasn't exclusively using that class, but, it went from using like one Mystic champion for the Mystic quest to using like 3 or 4 for that quest. And then, just throwing in like a different option for synergy or something else, So that would be my advice for 5.3. 5.4, I guess my best advice for 5.4 is there's probably the most documentation out there for 5.4, more than any other single quest in the game, in part due to that they're like people had to make maps for it because you can't move the camera around. And then I made a spreadsheet because I was doing a Legends run, and I shared that info. And all that info can really be found on Reddit. As a matter of fact, you can find tons of info on Reddit. There is a wiki that is maintained that has a bunch of good info, not just for Act 5, but Act 6 and some other things as well. So I'd recommend looking into that. The maps especially, use the maps. Definitely use the maps. If you can't find them, you could even just straight up Google MCOC Act 5 .4 maps or something like that, and they'll pop up. Other than that, I don't really have tips on the individual fights off the top of my head. But good luck. At 12.5 mil in the feature arena, it feels good to almost be done a day early. Oh, lags, dude. I love that feeling. I haven't felt that in a long time. But yeah, it always feels good when you can get that done early. It's kind of like riding a bike. Gameplay comes back, but a lot of new stuff to learn and a bunch of poop to relearn. Yeah. Dude, I was actually just talking about that the other day with Pete. So, Pete went and played a game that we used to play. Not that we played together, but we both used to play Dota way back in the day, and that game is exceptionally difficult to... Like, once you take a break from that game, it's exceptionally difficult to get back into it. But we compared it to MCOC, or at least I did, and I was saying, like, I feel like I could take a year off of MCOC and come back to it, and, I'd have to relearn things. I'd have to get the timings down again. Certain specials that I'm comfortable evading today, I might not be too comfortable evading a year from now, and then, of course, all the new champions that come out and all that stuff. But, for the most part, can get the basics back. I feel like I can get them back, pretty quick. The maps, how I miss them so. Nowadays, people just make effing spreadsheets, which I blame you for, BG. My bad, dude. The maps, hey, the maps, they're lovely. I do wish people made maps more. I don't think people would have made the maps if it wasn't for the camera being locked, though. I think that's the only reason that got made. But I agree, dude. I wish people did make maps more. I'm sure it's very time consuming. I've never tried to make a map myself, but maybe I want to do a Legends for 6.3, so maybe I should try to do that for 6.3. I'm not as good with the Photoshoppy type stuff. I've learned a bit over the past year or so since I've been using it a bit more. So maybe I'd be able to do it just fine. I'm sure it's not that difficult. Just time consuming. Takes a lot of effort. BG, noticing that a lot of these new characters coming out, such as Ronan and Clairvoyant, rely on combos, etc. I've been playing this game for 2 years and still can't tell a light from a medium. Do you mean like when they're using it against you, or like when you're using it? Because I hope you'd be able to tell the difference between a tap and a swipe. But like if the enemy does it, I don't pay attention to that either. I have no idea half the time. Unless I'm across the map and I see them dashing at me, I can tell that's a medium. But if they're right in my face, I don't know. So I'm with you, if that's what you're talking about. Hey BG, when will you do Act 6 items again? Although I'm not sure. Tomorrow is not looking good for it, which means I might have to wait till AQ is over again. There's a chance that I can get back in there earlier if I don't have to lock in my tech champions for war, because it's the off season, so I might be able to get away with just throwing some other champs in there since we're not pushing during the off season. Of course, dude, that's a lot of units. Come on, give me 225. 225. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hell yeah. So there's a chance I can get in there sooner, but Might have to wait till after AQ again. Me, anyone have a guide for this new content? Them, read this book about it. Me, you, screw reading. Also me, help me understand this new champ. Them, read this book about it. Me, you, screw reading. Yeah, that's, I hear you, dude. I agree with the screw reading part. BG, why aren't you grinding for new champs? Just arena burnt out? I remember when I used to watch you like a year or two ago, you collected them all like cash. Well, I never collected them all. The 4 stars I still pick up from the basic arena, sometimes going for them as a feature champion as well. The 3 stars, I pick those up too. The 5 stars, though, dude, the 5-star grinds are brutal. There's just no way to do them all and still get anything else done in life. It's just too much. But I do still go for champions. I mean, recently in the 5-star arena, I got Invisible Woman, I got Stealth Spidey, Mysterio. I got a bunch recently. I'm just kind of taking a break after these other ones that I just went for, because every once in a while, yeah, you got to give yourself a break or else you will burn out. The biggest, one of the biggest pieces of advice that I can give about this game, just in general, is just go at a pace that you feel comfortable with. You know, once you start pushing beyond that pace, it leads to burnout, just like anything else. And consistency is generally better than just like, hey, I'm playing a ton this week, or this week now I'm burnt out, so I'm not playing very much. But then next week, oh, I kind of want to play again a bunch. So that up and down, it's not very good. Occasionally, it's fine to have like a spike in activity for accomplishing a certain goal. New content came out, a variant, or a new story quest, or an arena grind, or something like that. But you will get burnt out if that's all you ever do. Okay, anyway, though, guys, it's getting a little bit late. It's about that time, so I will be heading out of here. I will be back my normal time tomorrow. And yeah, I hope to see you then. Slim Mike, thank you very much for being tonight's biggest D. I really appreciate that. Appreciate everyone else that sent over a little something in the way of support. Thank you to you all. Are you still free to play? Yes, I'm still free to play. I will always be free to play in this game. Free to play or death. This past one was the first uncollected. I didn't finish 100%. If that tells you anything about my drive to play. Yeah. Bummer, dude. Well, guess everybody hits that point at some point. Hope the drive comes back. But if not, I just enjoy whatever you're into. But anyway, I will see you guys. Tomorrow. Good night, everybody.